LeAnn Rimes.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Now, I'm very well. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Now, they should say never reveal a lady's age because it's rude, but I'm going to go ahead and do that anyway. You're 33.
Everyone knows.
You're 33 years of age, which is mad to me because you've been around. You're one of these people who've been around forever. What, 44 million records sold, 2 Grammys. Since the early 90s, you've been around. So when I found out you were 33, which is only just a few years older than me, that seems madness. Does it feel like that much time has passed with you being in the industry?
Yes, it does. I mean, it feels like it's an odd place to be, honestly, and an interesting and very cool place to be. To be so young and to be able to I'm still kicking, I'm still ready to go. I have so much, ahead of me, but to have this 20 years of history, I'm grateful for it. I think how I'm feeling now is I am celebrating it and kind of wrapping it up in a beautiful little box to take out whenever I'd like. But it's, now it's kind of moving forward and with the new record label and new album, and it's exciting. It's good, and yes, it's insane that I'm only 33.
Now, of course, you've got the new album coming out, which I'm going to speak about very, very shortly, but I need to get this out of my system first.
Okay.
I'm arranging a stag do at the moment, which is a bachelor party for my good friend. I'm taking 18 guys up to Scotland.
Oh, wow.
We have a WhatsApp group, and I told them yesterday that I was going to be interviewing LeAnn Rimes, and then for 10 solid minutes, they only communicated with me through the lyrics of Can't Fight The Moonlight.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Which I thought was quite sweet. What's it like to have?
I love that all those boys know the words to Can't Fight The Moonlight.
These are guys in their late 20s and early 30s, not usually
That's
the
awesome.
target market. They knew every single word.
That's awesome.
What was it
How
like
do you know we don't target you? Just kidding. We target you, don't worry.
What was it like having something like that follow you around? A song that was bigger than the film, really, of course.
Yeah, no, that whole soundtrack kind of took off. The music did. It's really interesting. It's very cool. I mean, to have songs like "Can't Fight the Moonlight," "How Do I Live." I mean, as I get older, I think I'm really more appreciative of and grateful for those songs that built my career. So when we play it live, we do a little bit of a different version. To just keep it interesting for ourselves and the fans. So even when I get sick of singing it, you see fans in the audience jamming out, and you're like, okay.
Well, at the moment, I'm living vicariously through you, because even now when I speak to my best friend, he's like, well, you can try to resist. It just goes on and on and on. He's still not quite over it yet.
I love it.
So, coming back to the present day, you have a new album coming out in October, Remnants, which seems to be a really kind of a very personal album to you about kind of coming of age in a way. What's inspired the themes of the album, and what makes it different to some things you've done in the past?
It's really different. I was born in Mississippi, and early on I was really influenced by this kind of really deep Southern gospel, and of course country music and soul and rock. I mean, I listened to everything. Everything was played in my house, and so now with this record, I knew I wanted to work with some different grooves that I've never worked with before, and so it's definitely there's a lot of I call it this great pulse to this record. There's a lot of songs. I think there's more up-tempo songs on this record than I've ever had, but there is this kind of Southern gospel vibe to it. We use these fantastic background singers, so it's very epic, which is something that I don't think I've, a lot of my songs have been kind of intimate, and we have that on the record, but this is kind of very epic. And there's, the whole theme is love. I think my last album kind of came from a place of heartache and chaos, and this is coming from a very centered place and from a place of love.